Hello everyone and welcome to week number 6 of our Hog Action Firestone Firehog last rallycross on the schedule for the regular season. Went through the heat races. Who took them this time? Armada and Hunter taking the heat races here on Catalunya. Catalunya RX. We'll do a little run through the track. Pretty tricky. But yeah, so Armada and Hunter taking the heat wins. That's where they're going to be lined up here in the front row. And we had 12 people, so we ripped, we have these 4 lines. We ripped 3 per line because honestly it looks pretty good. It low-key looks better, and on top of that it just kind of worked out that way, so it was nice to do it that way. So yeah, Armada, Hunter, and Luke, and then Detail, Opix, and Vulcan, and then Soul, Slaunch, and Camby, Roman, Matt, and Koop. Do a quick run through of the track as well. This is the last turn right here. Big sweeper kind of reminds us of Sweden, which are on. Little sweeper into the finish line right there. Here's the terrain RX portion. You want to rip that inside there, but low-key can be hard to do. This part's tricky. You got some bushes messing with the visibility. A lot of rocks that can cheese. You got to find the right line through there. That jump back onto the track can also be pretty tricky. Here's the jokers, that long way around right there. That's the joker. That main line is going in that inside there. So that's the line there. And then you got this quick left, and then it's long straight and a pretty tricky sweeper right here. This is probably like low-key one of the trickier parts of the track. Definitely make up some time here, but can also mess it up and set yourself up poorly for this last chicane. Gotta make sure you nail that one. Go into this jump through our second terrain portion, which is low-key trickier than it looks. If you get a weird landing right there, it can really screw you with the rocks, and then you're back in that sweeper. You're back going around. So we already went through the starting order. Now we're going to wait on the nade. It's going to be a 17 lap race. 2 jokers for everybody. Green flag. I was not ready for that one. Oh, hit the pause too. All good. We're ripping it. All right, so let's see who has the lead off the rip. It looks like Hunter going to be taking the lead early on. See everybody stacking up, going 2 wide. Oh, rough one for Camby there. That's going to be unfortunate. Going to rip through the left. Kionkage on the back. And running through. I think 5 drivers take their joker lap 1. That is a lot for a lap 1 joker. So 5 drivers take their joker lap 1. Almost half the field. Halfway done with their joker immediately. Different strats coming out. Still Hunter in the lead. Luke's second. We got Detail third right now. Armada fourth. And they got a pretty nice gap. And then here we're going to have a lot of those guys that took jokers. Yeah, that top 4, they got a nice gap right now. It's hard to tell where there's 2 people in this pack that haven't taken a joker. I'm not sure who they are. Camby getting really rough. That's going to take Vulcan down with him. That was an unfortunate one. Camby just lost it right there. I think Slaunch just going to gun his second joker. I believe his second joker. He might have been one of the drivers that didn't take it. I'm going to go ahead and assume that he did take it lap 1. I'm not sure who exactly was all in that that pack. I'm going to go ahead and assume that Slaunch is taking his second one there. We'll see. So Hunter going to be leading another lap down. Detail now. Armada and then Luke. So I'm gonna guess Luke took his first joker right there. So a little switch up in the top 4. Mid-pack still going hard. Hunter's going to go for his. This might spice things up. Hunter going for his. Detail's going to shoot to the lead. Oh, Luke coming out. In front of him. And it's close, but he's going to have that spot pretty clean there in front of Hunter. So Luke's going to take second place right there with the joker usage. Him and Hunter doing it on different laps, and he's able to have a strong enough lap to get around Hunter. That's a way to make a pass, and honestly, that's probably the best way to make the passes on this track. You can definitely make passes on this track, but it's pretty difficult. Funnily enough, because there's lots of ways to make time. Oh, that sucks. Matt landing on top of somebody. Camby going around, going through the rocks to try to dodge it. That sucks for them. They're going to fall back a bit on that one. But yeah, hard to make passes, not hard to make up time. So Hunter's just going to go ahead, gun his second one. Low-key, I kind of like that here. I don't think that's that bad of a call. Armada going to try to pull in front of him this time. And he's going to have that. He's going to have that by quite a bit. Ooh, a few more drivers. Oh! Vulcan again. Ah, Soul getting shoved down. Rough on that one there. It's Matt and Camby battling right there in front of Vulcan. But yeah, this the Joker's very interesting on this track because there's not a lot of room. And also it's blind for the drivers that aren't taking the Joker. And well, actually it's kind of blind for both of them, right? Like you can't really tell if you're the guy taking the Joker, like whether somebody's going to come out of that normal line or not. And it goes the same the other way, right? Like if you're taking this normal line, it's kind of hard to tell if you're going to, you know, line up and block or hit that guy taking the Joker. Ah, Armada with a little hit there. So it's kind of blind both ways, which definitely makes it interesting because it's very... Oh, what just happened there? Is that Koop on that one? Rough crash on that. Not sure what happened. Maybe he just overjumped a little bit. But yeah, definitely makes this Joker interesting. Because it's one of those where, like, the Joker line, they have so much speed. They have so much momentum. And kind of similar to what we saw last week. How I was saying, like, that Joker lap, you know, making sure you keep that momentum up. Super important. And on the other hand, if you're the guy not taking the Joker, you're hoping that you take it, or that they take it at a time that doesn't work out for them. And, you know, you come out in front of them and maybe steal their speed or block them. Definitely something you can do, so... I think the Jokers are going to be very, very important. I mean, they're always important, but, oh. Is that some lag cheese coming out for detail there? I'm not sure what that was all about. Looks like you got a little lag cheese. So Jokers come out. Luke first now. Detail second, but I think they both still have one to take. Armada's still third. Hunter's still fourth. Although I think Hunter's virtually third. I think Armada's still got Jokers to take. Or at least one. Hunter's done, I believe. Oh! Unfortunate for Slaunch there. Yeah, that sucks. Gonna have to regain after that one. Slaunch trying to make a late season charge. Missing around. Losing out on some mulligans. But, oh, here we go. Luke's gonna take it. Detail's not. And it looks like their gap is in such a way where, yeah, he's not gonna have to worry about hitting him at all. Armada takes his as well. This one might get interesting. Let's keep our eyes on this one. Here comes Armada. Oh! Opix just not quite there in time to block that one. That could have gotten interesting, but yeah, just not quite there. So Armada's definitely going to be happy about that. If he got blocked by him, that would have been super rough for his race. But like I said, I mean, it is a strat for this one. So Luke takes his Joker here, so that means Detail, I believe, still has one more to go. And then they'll both be done. And it's looking like it's another battle between them for the lead is what it's looking like it's going to be on track. This will be a big one for the points lead, too. Hunter right now. Hunter's kind of at the back end of that, like, multiple position battle that's going on in the midfield in points. If Hunter can hold on to this third, that would be huge for him because, like I said, he's kind of at the bottom of that. So getting a podium here would be absolutely massive for him. He'd make some big gains on that field because I'll do a recap after this race, I suppose. When we look at it, yeah, those points are going to be super spicy. Like, oh, I was going to show this. And this could be a big moment in the race, even though they're not battling right now. I'd say Luke would have the advantage on Detail right now, but just gets a weird landing on there. And it sticks him to the right, and he has to slow down and get pointed the right way. So that's going to cost a bit of time, and that might spice things up. Because the gap, the way it was looking like Luke would come out in front of Detail. But now with that might switch things up a little bit. Now it might be pretty close. Brought Hunter back into it a little bit, too. Let's see if he goes for it here. And he is. Okay, so let's keep an eye out. It looks like Detail should have this, but we'll see. Look, he might be pretty close. Here we go. Luke comes out in front. But here comes Detail with all that momentum. And yeah, Luke's actually still going to cleanly have it. I'm honestly kind of surprised by that, but detail's still right there, so that battle is definitely on. We're going to have another lead battle here on Catalunya. Yet another one this season. This is what we're witnessing all throughout this hog season. It's these two guys a lot, but no matter who it is, it seems like we're having these last few rounds. Seems like we're having a lead battle every single race. Races have been pretty exciting so far, and it's close for 1-2. So he gets a better run through the terrain. Detail sending it in, and it sends Luke wide a little bit, but then it sets him up for the crossover. I don't know if that was on purpose, but if it was, that was a pretty slick move out of Detail there. Sent it in the turn, forcing Luke wide a little bit, off for the entry, and then it set him up for the move there, and he might be able to make the pass off that. And eventually in the sweeper, he's going to have it. So yeah, he's going to get the pass off that. That's going to be pass of the season for me. That one was pretty hot. Well, yeah, I can't gas him more than that. But no, that was a pretty good one. So he's going to take the lead off that. Battle not over yet. We'll see if Luke can bring it back, but it's going to be Detail leading his first lap with Jokers completed this race. Led a few earlier, but those were on the cycle. Now let's see. Oh, okay. So Luke goes for the send as well, and Detail gets the bog, but he's able to recover just enough, and they race it clean, and they're still side by side. So yeah, battle's not over. Battle's still on. Let's get some POV action. See if Luke can set this up here. Detail just going to hold that inside. Smart move. Now let's see if we can find anything in the chicane. Maybe set it up to the left here. A little bit of a look, but not enough. Detail another kind of slow landing, so Luke's right on the bumper. Not giving up on this fight yet. It's looking very similar to what we were seeing last week at Road America. Got another lead battle on for us here. Now let's see, this part's been interesting the last few laps. Luke going for a different strategy this time, not going to send it, and Detail actually got a really good landing that time, so he's going to get a bit of a gap, and he's going to pull out in front on that one, so he's got a nice lead at the moment. Hunter's still holding on to that third place. Armada's still holding on to that fourth place. What's this battle for fifth? It's Opix holding on to fifth over Roman right now. Vulcan has made some gains. Wow. Behind them in seventh, there's Slaunch. Something must have just happened to Soul. He must have had a bad run off the jump there. Then there's Koop. There's Matt. Camby. That's what we're looking at right now. So yeah, lead battle is still pretty close. Still doable, but Detail's gapped it out a little bit now. Hunter and Armada just kind of look like they're in their own race. But again, I think Armada might have another Joker to go. Not 100% sure. And then Opix has major pressure from behind from Roman. So let's go ahead and look at this one for a second here. Find Roman. Find Roman. There he is. Oh, and we're getting relatively close to the end, too. I think we're coming close to maybe like 5 laps to go or so. So we're getting pretty close to the end as well. Race flying by, or these races just fly by. But it low-key is a pretty long one. I mean, the lap time on this track isn't that fast. 17 laps is quite a few on here. Those Joker laps are also obviously a little bit longer, so it's not like it's a fast race. Oh, Roman trying to find something. He's got to be careful because Vulcan's making up time here. Oh, that might be it. Roman's going to have a look. Opix not getting the entry that he needs right there, but he's able to hold onto it. And this battle is hot, but unfortunately, yeah, Opix has another Joker to take, so he's going to go around for that. They're going to go on by. Oh! Does he block it? Ah, Slaunch goes for it. He goes for the block. He shuts it down. Unfortunate for Opix right there, that Joker timing. You got to think, like, maybe if he took it, it was hard to call because he doesn't know where Slaunch is, but maybe if he took it a lap earlier, maybe he would have just had that gap, but hard to tell. Just goes to show like how important timing those Jokers are, and Just unfortunately a little off on the timing on that one potentially, but like I said, when you can't see where everybody else is on track, don't have like a crew chief directing you, you got to kind of just make those calls based off the feel. Hunter making some mistakes. Oh, and this is really going to hurt Armada's race because I'm not sure. Maybe Armada is done with his jokers, but if he has another joker to take, then yeah, this is really hurting Armada's race. If not, then Armada's just going to have to try to find a way around him here. Hunter trying desperately to hold on to that P3, like I said. With where he is in points, there's so many potential battles there. And getting a podium here would be absolutely massive for him. But at the same time, Armada has been in that fight the entire season. He had a great opening night and has had kind of up and down season since then, but he's still in that podium battle. And he's ahead of the drivers that he's currently competing with in that podium battle right now. Oh, that's going to hurt. So getting this, I mean, hell, even getting the 4th place that he's in right now would help Armada tremendously, but especially if he could get that podium. So it's a big battle right there for both those drivers. Especially when you have Roman behind. Roman behind on track. Again, that's one of the guys that he's competing with. Soul behind a little bit too. He's trying to work down Opix here. Soul having a rough start to this one, I think. We're getting close to the end. I think we're going to go on board. We're going to go on board with Luke here because I think we're on the white flag. So last lap around the track. And Details opened up this gap a little bit. So it's one more last lap. Send it. He gets a weird run. So Luke might make up a little bit of time right there. And we might have some lap traffic action playing a role too. Matt. Oh, the contact is made, but there's nowhere for Luke to go. This might play a role in this last lap. We'll see if we can make it interesting. Yet another lead battle going all the way to the end. Luke's going to have the run. He finds a slight look to the inside. Oh, and Detail getting hit with the lag cheese too. But Luke's not going to have the best line around the chicane. Detail will be favored here. It's close though. Oh, side by side. Detail has a really nice landing, and I think that's going to give it to him. And yeah, he's going to hold on to it. Got a little exciting with some cheese coming in the last lap. Got a little exciting there, but Detail will hold on to it. At least going to take 2nd. Let's see. Hunter 3rd. Mata 4th. Does hold on to it. Yeah, he didn't have those jokers to take. Roman will hold off Vulcan for a top 5. Vulcan was charging, though. He'll take 6th. Launch 7th. Soul 8th. Opix 9th. So Soul must have made a little pass happen there in the last lap.
Lap complete.
Koop coming in behind Opix. Then Camby. And Matt bringing it around. Bringing it around town, closing it out. So there you go. We'll go through it one more time. Official results for Moto 1. So again, Detail, Luke, Hunter, Armada, Roman, Vulcan, Solange, Soul, Opix, Commando, or Koop, Camby, and Matt. So that's the results again. Congrats to Detail and taking his, we are checking, 6th Moto win on the season. And Luke and Hunter coming up with another podium apiece for them. Armada and Roman taking another couple top 5s for them. So shout out to those guys in that moto. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Pretty good first moto. And let's go into the second one.